Hi guys, how you doing? Before the end of the year, I like to give a few tips. People always ask me, clients will come and say, "Well, what do I do? The year's about to close. I feel like I made a lot of money." If they don't know their numbers, or when they know their numbers, they want to strategize and figure out what they want to do. So, one quick tip I can give you is based on your method of accounting, you might want to consult with your tax advisor. If it's a cash method and as you pay things, you get to deduct them. So that means go out there and purchase things that your business needs. You got to think of, do I need it? Is it something I can afford? Do I have the cash flow for? And then think of the tax benefit. If it's all there, then you definitely want to take advantage and improve the assets in your business. Maybe do some trade-ins of vehicles, purchase some equipment, purchased some supplies, computers, peripherals, accessories, things that you need. Normally, I always get this question of, can I buy land? Is that something I can deduct? And I said, well, if it's just vacant land, you can't really deduct it. So let's think of something else, right? So some people say, well, can I buy a property? I'm like, yeah, you can buy a property, but let's put it for rent before year end and maybe put it on Airbnb or do a cost segregation study or something like that. So you always definitely want to consider all those things. You want to be aware of, okay, if it's just land, I can deduct it. If it's a building, I can do a cost segregation. I could deduct that. So if you're on the accrual basis, maybe delaying some of your invoicing, not collecting, putting that on hold for later. As far as paying things, you can still buy equipment. Same thing applies there. So other things, you may want to do your year-end bonuses, salaries based on your overall strategy, what it is you want to accomplish. You may want to consider, okay, am I a single member LLC? Do I want to do an election to be treated as an S corporation? Do I need to be talking to my accountant about that? Do I need to figure out, how that would impact me? Is that something I really want to do? Do I need to convert my single member LLC to a C corporation? Do I just want to park some earnings there? Do what is it that I want to do, right? So you're always looking at those strategies. Now, let's say the year closes, you didn't think of it timely. Well, maybe a retirement plan, that can come in handy. It can be something that you could take advantage of, like maybe opening a SEP for your business, a 401k, a profit sharing plan, something for the new year maybe. But pension plans are always a great tool that you could use after the fact. Elections, there's always late election relief for electing as an S corp, for electing as a C corp. Consult with a certified professional about this. So if I buy a car, right? I always get this question. If I buy a car, do I get to deduct the car? The question is that a business vehicle? If the answer is yes, then you can deduct it. Now, what percentage is business, right? So you got to track your miles. I suggest using apps such as Mile IQ. Comes in very handy, very popular, very economical. I think it's under $10 or maybe a little bit north of $10. You can use QuickBooks Self-Employed. That's also economical for tracking mileage. It'll give you a report. It's very user-friendly software. It'll be sending you, reports in Mile IQ as to what the mileage was for the month. So if you get audited, this is something the IRS will ask you for. So you can't just go out there and deduct 100%. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure we track the miles and figure out what it is that you want to do. Now, if you have a C corporation, remember you can reimburse yourself for expenses. So before the end of the year, okay, what did I pay out of pocket in my C corp that now I need to reimburse myself for? Did I pay for some supplies I never got the money for? Did I get charged for maybe some subscriptions from the iCloud, from some software that I never got reimbursed for? Now's the time to write a check and be able to deduct that. Do I need to get mileage reimbursement? Is there a car I use in my personal for business that is not in the business books, that it doesn't belong to the business, that I can maybe get a mileage reimbursement for? So remember, all of these things apply in the different circumstances. You got to consult with a professional, but the ideas are there. So buying equipment, right? How much can I deduct equipment? 100%, right? Right now, 2022. But as the years go by, as 2023, we may be an 80% deductible and then 60% and so on until it lapses for bonus depreciation. So there's also Section 179 depreciation that you can claim. Consult with a professional. So buying equipment will definitely be getting you that big write-off, even if it's on payments. I always get the question, oh, if I just give $1,000 down, will I still be able to write off the remainder of the amount that I financed for my machinery? The answer is yes. You don't have to pay it all out of pocket to be able to deduct it. You could finance it. So a lot of times I hear people saying, hey, how do people do it? They're always being able to not pay taxes. I see they come online and say they pay no taxes, right? So that's the idea. You're looking for financing equipment, writing it off, next year repeat. So it's like a roller coaster. You got to follow that trend and keep on deferring taxation as much as possible whenever convenient. You always got to think of the tax landscape. If you have children, right, you may want to hire them. Are they in an age where they can help you? Do you have a single member LLC? Do you have a partnership where the husband and wife are owners? Do you have kids? Then you can shift some income from your business to them and not pay taxes, right, up to the standard deduction. Okay, so do you have some people that maybe did some work for you that you didn't pay them? Maybe you want to pay them and they're in a lower tax bracket. You can shift income to relatives that maybe did that for you. So these are times to start thinking of being creative, getting proactive, avoid paying taxes, deferring the tax. So if you guys need any things in regard to this, send me a quick message below. If you want to become our client, we do consulting nationwide. Go ahead and contact us and we'll get back to you. We'll sign you up as our client for tax advisory. My name is Sam Cabriales. I'm here to help you. Thank you very much for taking the time, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button and send this to anybody that might get some help from this. Thank you.